Let's go up to the Skype wall. Sean's a West Ham fan. Sean, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Yeah,
good evening,
great
Sean.
to have you on the show. Thank you very much indeed. Your picture is crystal clear, by the way, so you've either got a very good webcam or a very good computer. But it's great to see you on the Skype wall. Now, Sean, let me put this to you. You've taken this young kid from Boreham Wood. Fantastic. It could be intuitive. It could be Sam keeping his eye on youth. Or could it be a sign of desperation that, you know, you're having to go to Boreham Wood to get your players? Which of the two would you prefer to believe?
Well, I think they've got a really good programme. I don't know if the chairman spoke about it, but they do this, I think it's called PASS. I think it's, the Programme for Academic and Sporting Achievement. They're one of the first clubs to do it. So they take these youngsters and they're schooling them and training them for football, and they're first in the country to do it. And I think it really fits well with, you know, we're the Academy of Football. Where else could he come? You know, QPR called, Tottenham called, Arsenal called, Leeds, Reading, if you believe all the papers.
Yep.
They all wanted him, but he came to West Ham.
Yeah, Sean, the good thing about that is that you've mentioned the Academy of Football. Now, things have been thrown at West Ham this year saying that they've not played the football. They've actually been playing the long ball because Big Sam, the way he played at Bolton. But footballers are what West Ham are all about, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're all about getting back into the Premiership and, you know, necessary evil to whatever we need to do. You know, yes, there's been a few long punts by Robert Green, little flick on by Carlton Cole and goals by Nolan only last week. You know, we do whatever we need to do to get back into the Premiership. That doesn't, you know, the Academy of Football has been there a long time. Tony Carr's going to be around. And we're building for the future. You know, brilliant prospect in Robert Hall as well, who's currently on loan to Oxford. And, you know, they haven't all turned out okay. You know, Freddie Sears, we were hoping, would be a lot better. But, you know, there's a good few prospects there. And it's good to put Pelly Ruddock next to them as well. And, you know, who knows? It could be a future superstar.
Sean, that's probably the main thing, isn't it? That he's not rushed. He's not thrown in there. It's not a sink or swim situation. It's actually give him to Tony Carr and let him bring him on. And when he's ready, give Sam the nod. He's basically another potential that you've got to call on at some stage. Yeah,
I think he's for the future. Do you know what? He's not going to get many. He's going to be in the development squad. You know, don't get me wrong. He's jumped straight up from the under-18s into the first squad at Boreham Wood. And he's been training with the first team. I think he'll learn a lot from training with the first team and with the development crew, the squad at West Ham. And who knows, you know, he could be another superstar. And, you know, we've produced quite a few of them in the past. And we haven't of late, but I think there's a good crop coming through. And, you know, hopefully you'll see some of them maybe next year when we get back to the Premiership.
Yeah, OK. Well, let's talk about you getting back to the Premiership, because we're all very excited by Pelly Ruddock. We all want to see these young players coming through and, you know, making startling impressions upon the football landscape. But why is it that you can't win at home, or if you can win at home, not often enough, and yet you're winning away? You know, it's astonishing to think with your home record that you're in second position in the Championship.
Yeah, well, do you know what? I'm not moaning about it. I'm going away to Reading on Saturday. I'm going to have a really good time out. You know, the tickets are half price compared to the Premiership when you go away. We have a really good time. And we're winning. You know, we had one small slip up. I think we did everything right against Burnley on Saturday, except put the ball in the back of the net enough times. You know, we were a bit unlucky. But it's one game. You know, we lost one game. And Southampton lost against bottom of the league, Doncaster. It meant nothing. We're still second. We're still 3 points clear. And I've no doubt that Sam will do the job and get us promoted at first attempt.
OK, but, I mean, you would be top of the table by a margin now if you'd have won half the games you lost at home.
Don't matter.
Well, it should matter. It should matter. Suppose you lose your away form after Christmas. What are you going to do then?
I think we'll get stronger. Look, at the moment, we're not hitting our best form and we're still second in the league. I think we've got a deep squad. After Christmas, I think a lot of teams will struggle. We've got the deep squad. We know that Sam's got at least 6 million to spend in January. He will bring in 3 or 4 players. And, you know, I think we're going to get stronger. As the season gets longer, West Ham will get stronger and some of the others will fall away.
Yeah, Sean, I make you right 100%. Obviously, I see nearly every Southampton game. I saw them beat you down at St Mary's. But I've said all along...
Was there?
You don't travel too far, though. You've mentioned Southampton away and Reading away. All right, you just keep your own games, all right?
Don't go too far up north.
No, exactly. It's too cold this time of year. But saying too cold, that's when the big lumps, and they have got some proper lumps, by the way.
Absolutely.
In the winter, when the ball is not going to be able to be fizzed around on the floor, they will come into their own. Big Sam knows what he's doing. They've got a squad of proper players, and I see only them. And I think it's a three-horse race. I think it's Leicester are the outsiders of the three, and it's Saints to follow. I think West Ham will win the league.
Well, I have no doubt that that Big Sam's got it all, got it there, and will do it for you. It's just confusing now. A lot of teams, not just West Ham, are now feeling the pressure at home and going away and winning.
Well, I can answer that for you, because basically teams come and they try and park the bus and they frustrate and they hit you on the break. Whereas at home, they've got to try and come out because their fans are not going to they're not going to be happy with them coming out and then parking the bus in front of their own goal. So when they go to Upton Park, they look there, and if they get a 0-0, that's like winning 5. If they manage to get a win, all well and good.
Okay, Sean, I'm very grateful to you for joining us tonight. Thank you for your input into the show. Hope we'll see you up on the Skype wall again very soon.
Cheers, Sean.
Yeah, Sean, thank you very much indeed. That's, amazing. Anyway,